Hi there, I'm Carmen. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you some inspiration on how to make an intro page. It can be for any journal. I tend to do mostly junk journaling or creative journaling, but this would work for any type of journal. So we got the blank intro page. As you can see, since this is chunky, I've already been using this. I don't know if you have the same issue, but sometimes it's hard for me just to get started with what I want on my intro page. But I have finally figured out what I want to do with the intro page. And I'm going to share with you my inspiration, how I came up with it, and hopefully this will inspire you with your intro page for your journal. Obviously, you can do anything you want to with this space. And if you're doing a pure junk journal, you can absolutely do this with 100% junk. One thing I like to do is put a picture of myself. I like to put the start and end date. And beyond that, I really am not too particular. I will share with you what ended up inspiring me though. I did purchase this book. I had not intended to use this book at all for the intro. That's not why I bought it, but it did come with these little envelopes. And they happen to be the perfect size to put, I have these little, they're business card size, sort of like if lost, please return to type cards that I like to put in purses, luggage, and also I like to put one in my journal. And so I thought this is perfect. I'll use one of these since I saw that it was in the book. Well, that sort of sent me down a cascade of ideas. So I love this image here on the envelope. I actually wish it was on this side so that it was more obvious that this is an envelope. But that still is great for holding that card, which I want on this side. And the reason I say that sent me down sort of a cascade, I'll show you exactly what I'm going to use on this spread. The cards, they had used that little sticky stuff to attach. The cards had a little band around them. I actually have a video showing a tour of this book, a flip through, if you'd like to see that on the channel. I'll link it in the description below. But it had a little band around these envelopes and they were stuck right there. Well, I noticed when I pulled that off to use the envelope that this was stained. And I thought, you know, this is a great shot because now we don't have mountains by the ocean here, but I live by the ocean. I love sunset, sunrise, whatever this is intended to be. Obviously, it's an artistic rendering here. And I thought this would be great because I need something to put my picture in the center of. And so I ended up with this as, I'm going to put this over here. And then I wanted a backdrop to put my photo on. And also so I can do sort of the start and finish for the journal. And this is not finished yet. I'm just going to put start and end, and then I can fill the date in at a later time when I do complete this journal, and a place to put my photo. I like to take a photo of sort of what I look like at this point in time. I think that's fun to go back and look at in older journals. And then while I was there, I noticed that they had this great shot. Now I would like to keep the swimmer in, but I'm actually not going to be able to because what I want to do is put that over here and put this on top of it. I just love this whole color combination. I think it looks great. I think I don't want too much over here because I don't want to distract from this. I'm actually going to write on here, you know, if found, please open this envelope or something, please open, something to that degree there. And then I experimented a little bit with a few different markers and pens, and I actually found that I really liked this one. This is an acrylic marker, and so what I found is it will stay, this page is a little slick, and this will actually stay and be completely non-smudgeable. So I decided to use this. It's a tan knit. I have a set of these. I really like them. I'm going to dive right in and start attaching the main sort of back sheet for this side. So I'm going to set this aside. It does have a pretty image on the other side with, you know, all this blank space. So that would have made a nice journal page too. That's the way a lot of these books are. You have to sort of pick which side you want to be on. I'm just using the Elmer's glue. It's the kind that is purple until it dries and then it dries clear. I'm just going to use that to glue this down, and I'll reinforce it with something if it starts to come up, but I think this will be fine to hold this down. It is, again, it's that sort of slick material, so I want to get a good bit of this stick glue on it so it will adhere well, but you could use anything to do this. You could use crafting glue. You could also use even the glue tape. Whatever you want to use to do this would be fine. And clearly you could also use anything you want, any type of junk. If you want something like this harder cardstock and you're doing pure junk, you could also use the front of like a cracker box, a cereal box, almost anything, even beer containers. They actually have some nice art on them, and they have this, you know, heavier stock if you want to do that. I can tell this is going to want to lift over here, and so I'm actually going to put just a little bit of this craft glue on that corner since I'm going to be opening and shutting this over and over again. I just want to give that a little bit more security over here. The tip I do have if you're going to do writing always makes me a little nervous on something like this, but it's not the end of the world. If I mess up the writing on this, I can just get something else to use instead of this. I do really like this. That has a pretty color on the other side as well. It reminds me of the ocean waves. I played with putting it this direction, but I really like it this way better. I think this is a better orientation. But a tip I have is practice the writing and with whatever you're writing with on something that's similar. I used like a, sort of like I said, a cereal box, only it wasn't cereal, but the same idea with the slick surface, and I practiced with the pen to be sure that I got the look I wanted, but also to be sure it would not smudge. And actually, before I get to the writing, I'm going to go ahead and glue my picture on, and I am going to use the glue tape for that because that lets me move it around if I need to. If you are a perfectionist, you might want to use a ruler to do something like this. I am not a perfectionist. I don't really care as long as it's not like completely crooked. I don't care if it's exact. In fact, I feel like things being a little less than perfect gives it a little bit of character. And so now the super scary part for me is the writing. I don't have the best handwriting. I know a lot of journalists are, you know, really good with the handwriting. That is not me. So it's just going to be what it is. It's me. It's my journal. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Another tip, if you are doing writing, be sure that you let it dry completely before you flip it over to glue. I know that sounds like common sense, but I can't tell you how many times I've done that and smeared something before it had a time to dry. So definitely give it time to dry. If you're finding this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up or a like. That helps other people find the video, and I greatly appreciate that. And also be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any new journaling tips. While I wait for that to dry, I'm going to move over to the other side, and actually in the interest of drying, I'm going to go ahead and do the writing on this as well. I'm going to set this aside to dry, and while that is drying, I'm going to work on the piece for the other side. Going to use the same method to glue that down, and this is actually a similar material, so again, I'm going to give it a good amount of glue so that it will stay in place. What do you like to put on your intro page? Let me know in the comments. That might also give other people inspiration that are watching this video. Let me know what you'd like to put. Is there anything special you'd like to put? Like I said, for me, the only two sort of mandatory items, I mean, they're not mandatory, but that I like to have is a photo of what I currently look like at the time I start the journal, and also the start and end date place. And other than that, I am not too committed to anything really. And I thought about doing pure junk for the front since I do a lot of junk journaling. Like I said, I just sort of fell down the rabbit hole of using this, and I just saw things that the colors just look really good together to me. And these didn't even all come from the same area of the book. But I just really, like I said, it just called to me. You know, you get that. This looks about dry, so let's get started on this. Another tip, if you're using acrylic markers, you can kind of tell if they're dry by holding the paper at an angle. I'm holding it at an angle to my eye. You can kind of tell if it's dry. Another tip is just pick a piece of it and press your finger down and see if anything comes away on your finger. Just in case this does bleed at all, it looks completely dry to me, but just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna put, this is just scrap paper. I keep scrap paper all the time. I have little piles of scrap paper because they come in really handy for all kinds of things, but I'm just gonna put that scrap paper down. This time I'm gonna use the glue tape. Again, I wanna be able to move this if I don't get it exactly where I like it. And if I have issues with it staying down, I will go back and reinforce it with some crafting glue. But I'm going to start with this. And then we can move. So it did not bleed on that at all. And then position this on the page. And then give that a good press down. And then I noticed this page keeps wanting to curve up right here at the edge. So this is another place I'm going to reinforce with the crafting glue. If you're new to journaling, junk journaling, anything requiring gluing, a little tip is most craft glues, at least all the ones I know about, they dry clear. So if a little glue comes out the edge, it does not matter. And also, there is nothing wrong with sitting a heavy book on top of something to wait for the, just something you don't mind if it gets a little glue on it, something heavy, to get it to sit down. Sometimes I'll do that overnight. I'll go back and look at a spread, notice part of it's coming up. Like I'm actually probably gonna do that with this. I'm probably gonna reinforce that with this and then put something heavy. The reason this isn't sticking is because I have so much junk already in this journal. It's not sitting flat. So I'll probably go back, reinforce that, and put a heavy item on top of it. Now it's time to attach this. Again, I'm gonna use the glue tape because I do not want this to be permanently attached so that someone can flip it over. I actually don't travel with this journal, so the chances of me losing it is next to zero, but I still feel like if it's something important to you, it's a good idea for people to have a way to get it back to you. So what I'm going to do is only use the glue tape on the second half, and I'm not even going to be that liberal with it, and I'm not going to cover the flap at the top. That's, sorry, second half probably didn't make sense, but the lower half, I should say, well, it's not even half, the lower part of it. So I'm going to set my paper aside. Once again, it did not bleed, and then sort of center this as much as I can, and then give that a good press down. Next, I'm going to put just so you know, the start date for this was actually November in 2025. I know this is in the future. Like I said, I've just been putting off getting the intro page done. So now let's put in our start date. I really like the sort of old-fashioned stamp. You could use stickers, you could write it, you could do anything you want to, but I actually try to use this stamp on every single page of my journal to keep up with it. And now I'm just gonna let this sit like this. I recommend letting it sit for quite a while to set when you do writing or stamping. If you'd like to learn more about journaling and junk journaling, be sure to click on the videos on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.